Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up, guys?
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, joining you as my co-host, Ham and Foxy, as we are here for the second half of Day 4 of Division 3 in Season 5. That's right, we are pretty much about to hit the halfway mark of Season 5 at the end of today. Well, I guess the halfway mark is technically tomorrow, but still, it is close enough to call it the halfway mark of Season 5, ladies and gentlemen, and what a first half it's been to Season 5 indeed. But we've got a lot more to go, and of course, we've got a couple more games tonight for all of our viewers at home. Right now, it is going to be Statics Gaming versus Saw, while KL11 will take on Sync Ignite later on tonight. Both games are going to be huge, but before we get to them, a quick reminder to all of our viewers at home to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a special Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance of winning one for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for details on how to enter the giveaway. With all of that aside, it is Coastline, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since we've seen this map, and we are here with Saw on the attack versus Statics Gaming on the defense on the ban phase of this map already. And seeing as it's coastal, of course, it's one of those maps where you don't really have to worry too much about utility. You can just do a little bit of utility clearance / utility placing and worry about the frags without much of an issue. The Nomad is going to be the first ban on the map. Nomad, of course, as it goes, is one of those operators that gets banned quite a bit. Well, definitely not something as much as a Thatcher, but she faces a rather high ban wave. But speaking of the Thatcher, he won't be banned this time. It's the Hibana who faces a ban wave. Speaking of the Nomad, of course, massive amounts of map control with the 3 air jabs and a large amount of push potential with the flashbangs and a couple of great guns means that she gets the ban. Hibana, no surprises there. Hibana is pretty much one of the best hard breachers on this map, that is Coastline, because of her ranged versatility when it comes to, being a hard breacher. That's why she's off the board, while the Valkyrie, Intel, C4, MPX, need I say more? And to round things off, the Wamai is off the board. Wamai lately has been picking up slowly but surely in the ban rates, ladies and gentlemen. We see him banned almost every other game, maybe every other game, every other third game, here and there. And it's no surprise right there, because attackers want to play with a little bit of freedom to use their utilities, swing those lifelines and all that. But, that's a whole lot of speculation for another day, as round 1 is about to be underway. We've got, from the side of Saw, Play, JD, Hellboy, Dadgum, and Messi. From the side of Statics, we've got Electric, Joker, Adorate, Phantom, and Flankstar, as this is going to be a pretty big match. And we've got a couple of 6 picks out of the Kali into the IQ and out of the Pulse into the Smoke. I lost my second right there. It was like the word was just at the back of my throat. Just couldn't quite get it out. But the Pulse was in play, but he's been taken out by Adorate for the Smoke. And it makes sense, because second floor hookah is the site of choice. As it goes, you don't really expect too much difference when it comes to Coastline. But all that is done and dusted. Ladies and gentlemen, round 1's underway. Foxy, the mic is yours.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction to the match, Blackjack. Going ahead, very excited to see how this match goes down, because we've got Statics Gaming. They've been they've been here for a while. We've got them on 6th spot, in fact, and they've only managed to win 1 of their 3 games so far. This will be the 4th game. Let's see how that works out for them going ahead into this match today. Definitely, it's going to be one huge turn of events. Let's see how that turns out. Meanwhile, on the side of SAW, though, SAW stay 1 rank up above from Statics Gaming. That's why this match happens to be so tough. SAW as well themselves, they won 3. They won 1 matches out of the 3 that they played. So put so much more stakes in this match. You know, you want to bring out your best plays because the winner of this match will be dethroning the other and taking their place instead. So definitely something I'm looking forward to be watching out for. Looking out for, in fact, try and see how these teams perform going ahead today. We've got the line pick coming in from Dadgum. Looks like SAW wants to go a little more aggressive, but no, the aggression comes right back in from Electric. How did that shot even convert? What is that gunplay coming in from the man? He's going to down the line outside, but he does not know that. He's just going to be staying here for the while. He's going to be holding down strong. Dadgum will get revived by JD. He's going to be on the good luck. Just a little too scared maybe about the push-up from the side of the Jaeger, but still being expected by the sledge as well. We'll see the revive come in, but the push has got to come in as well, JD. And the sledge himself, very confused in terms of how they want to be approaching this. They've got the ADSs to worry about as well, and most possibly that is exactly why we're not seeing the cooking of the nades come in. But Hellboy has already pushed up in. He's going to get the frag under Electric, but Phantom meanwhile is going to take the kill onto JD. The push-up is here from plane. He's going to get spotted as well and taken out. That's another kill for Phantom. In fact, the lesion definitely being very, very substantial in terms of the damage he's been doing, but he was messy to stand up for his team. We'll be seeing SAW put the man count equalizer on board, in fact. Very much needed. We're seeing Dadgum trying to make this push happen, but they do still know that there's Phantom who's trapped inside the side of Sunrise, and there's some support that Prince is offering from the side of the Cool Vibe says as well. Adrate will be making sure meanwhile the push is not coming in from the side of the luggages, or the aquarium push is not being given away to the side of the attack. A lot of heat that they happen to face themselves, and Prince is trying to be as distractive as he can, but that's just not enough. I'm assuming Phantom definitely in a really bad spot. He's going to get taken out finally, and that'll be the push-up from the sledge. Hellboy gets that frag. Prince, though, is still holding on Cool Vibe. He's got to be very careful about this P. For the moment, he won't be making it. It's just going to fall back. Adric, meanwhile, is still alive on side. You've got the smoke in the Maestro left. Prince has moved back, but he's going to get found by Messi once again. The push is in for the shield. Gets shut down right back in for the smoke. A 1 vs 2 that smoke is got to fight against on. The rappel comes in from the diffuser holder as well. That's going to be Dadgum. Meanwhile, the push in from Hellboy. He's going to spot the smoke, going for the kill, and yes, the headshot will land. SAW will be connecting the first round on board for themselves on attack. And beautifully well done in terms of how they've approached this map, at least in the first round. Amazing, well done. Let's see how things going ahead into this match. 1-0 is the scoreline. Round 2 will be underway. Let's see what this match holds for us. Hookah and Billiards will be the site for the side of Statics Gaming to attempt once again.
Going back to Hookah Lounge, there's a couple of things the Statics would definitely like to clean up when it comes to their side defense, because their offside play was fantastic. Phantom on the Legion doing what need be done, taking out operator after operator, and not to mention Electric's beautiful connect onto the Lion. Dadgum, unfortunately, he didn't know that the Lion was down, of course, and that, of course, is because of the point system being off when it comes to the Pro League's HUD settings of competitive Rainbow. And, you know, it's always just safe to assume that you haven't downed him, because, you know, if you do assume that and then make a push happen, and then you get taken out, you'll be thinking, how did he get healed? There's no dock, there's maybe, if it's an attacker, there's no Finka. Did I miss? It's just safer in general to assume that an operator that you shot at is probably not downed if your point system is off. That is what we saw Electric do. He didn't go for anything crazy or a jump out, and understandably so. There was a cover coming in. There was, again, what I just mentioned, the uneasiness of the point system being off, and that's why. But still, you know, all of that left and right and wall, you have to point out, aside, that is, it is It is a good shot. It was a good shot that he connected onto Dadgum because, you know, you wouldn't really expect that angle to be challenged. More than just challenged, also a down coming out from that. Well done from him, even though he didn't know the fact that he did get that down. Round 2 underway. We've got a push coming into service entrance from Messi and Play, the Ash and the Jackal. They're trying to find this Legion, and they just might. The drones know exactly where he is, but do they know where Flankstar is the real question. Coming in from the side of Sunroom, he's going to come in to support the Jaeger Electric once again inside of offices on this second floor. Hookah hold. He's trying to swing a little bit towards the left of the terrace door. The hatch is open. The Sledge is aware of that, but he's going to see the Jaeger, but it's a little too late, maybe, question mark. The Lionscan comes in as JD and Hellboy will start things off, and 2 of Statics Gaming go down. Flankstar, he's revealed his location to the Sledge and pulled back to his security as he will try to save his bacon. However, there's an Ash swinging wide towards the side of reception, and he will get him, and that is Messi once again. This man is fantastic to spectate as Adder is going to take one finally for the side of the defense, and that is Hellboy off the board. The smoke and the Maestro, all that's left for the side of Statics Gaming as they have been completely taken apart on this first round right here on the coastline. The push up from the smoke is going to be spotted and taken out as the Ash gets one more. It's a double kill for Messi. Can he make it a triple or will he be denied that? Prince, the last man standing in hallway. There's a Lion Scan that's spotting him. There's attackers all over him. And that is Messi with the triple to finish him off. Prince goes down. That's your Maestro. That's your second round. Second floor hookah is the playground of Saw. And they will be moving into round 3, 2-0 in the lead. A fantastic early game coming in from them as Statics, unfortunately, need to buckle up just a little bit.
Definitely a fantastic game, early game for them. In fact, 2-0 Statics Gaming will be changing up the sides because clearly who can be it is not working for them. Kitchen and service entrance is where we'll be seeing them go to. We've got a little bit of a change in the operator lineup as well. Electric has brought the Mozzie. I got Prince, the Doc Jaeger will be run once again by Adorate. A change up in the roles. Look at that, Adorate will not be in the smoke anymore. Flankstar, those shifts to smoke. I got Legion from Phantom once again. He's been good with it, so we get it why he's chose to stuck with it. A little bit of a delayed decision making from the side of defense on the 6-pick, and that's why Prince will be singing with the Doc himself. Won't be using the 6-pick ticket fully. But coming back, Kitchen is going to be a site, very important one, in fact, that they'll have to defend on because now with the side swap coming in, definitely you're giving a little bit of a change up to yourselves. You know, you want to play on different strongholds. You want to make sure you're fortifying something else and whatnot. All the while more dynamic for the attackers to read into what you're trying to do. But keeping in mind the fact that Saw has got to make sure they keep the domination on because you want to take maximum advantage of how you can be taking that when you happen to be on the attacking side or coastline. Coastline happens to be a very nicely attacker favored map. I would love to have a little bit of a conversation on that because the way it works, it's sometimes defender favored. It heavily depends on the ban. And yeah, going ahead, it does happen to be a little more attacker favorite. Is the main fact being that there's no essential use of hard breeze that you can actually put out on coastline. Not a huge one. There is one, but Play's actually he's having fun, man, with the water bots. He's
just admiring the scenery.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Hellboy's already found himself a kill while his teammate was busy just taking a quick look at Ibiza. That's right, a beautiful map. That's what we like to see. It's a very colorful map. Honestly, it's a nice map. I don't blame the Jackal. You know, trying to take a look of it, trying to get a little bit of a sightseeing moment for himself in the middle of a league match. Nothing out of the usual there, people. But yeah, going ahead, let's see what we've got for ourselves. We've got Prince. He's running on. He's in fact sitting on the side of reception. And the soft breach will be coming in from the side of the attack up top. We've got Hellboy making all these angles with the sledgehammer that he's got for himself. That'll be very crucial in terms of how they intend to determine their push going ahead from here. But right now, the priority is only going to be getting these walls breached. I don't see a huge lot of emphasis in terms of C4s as I speak about it. Electric is going to blow out one of his. That does not claim anything. That's a huge problem for Statics Gaming because now they don't only have no C4s left, but no advantage gained on that last C4 as well. Jackal tracks are coming out. That's definitely going to confuse the side of the attackers and the defenders quite a bit. They're going to move in and around quite a lot. Messi is trying to catch off early rotations coming in from the side of the defense. But good stingers though, very underrated here. Definitely stopping such a huge flank potential that we would have rather gotten to see from the side of the defense. And look at the reconstruction being done on the floorboards up top. There's nobody left on side. That's a huge offside presence I'm getting to see from the side of Statics Gaming. I see almost everybody a little too clustered around the side of the blue bar, but there'll be Prince holding on the side of Deception though. He's got to be careful. The push is coming in from Messi. He's up top, but Messi's actually gone around for this one. The plant is already happening on the service end. This is huge. The smoke is right beside the plant, but he's not realized that he's just going to move out of this in a second. Playing on is going to get a frag on electric. I'm not sure what Flankstar was thinking. HYPERX gets a frag himself as well. The beauties go out. He wants to attempt this defuse in very stealthy manner, but really able to do that. No, he won't be. He's taking shots from the gridlock. He wants to win this fight. Meanwhile, play is going to find Flankstar. No, that is going to be Phantom takes the fall. It's Flankstar in the 1vs5 ace clutch in post plan with the Jackal scanner and the line. He don't be nothing he can do. So we'll be putting another flawless round on board, and that is round 3 going to this team. 3-0 is the advantage, and the smoke definitely phased the Operation Chimera meta in the last few seconds of his life. He saw his life flashing before him, honestly. But yeah, going at 3-0, very, very good lead that we've seen SAW secure for themselves. Let's see what round 4 brings us.
Solid start from SAW as it is 3-0 on the scoreline on round 4. Statics unfortunately not having a good run, at least not yet. It is still early game, you know. We're just 3 rounds into the first half of the game. That is, of course, the rounds before round 6 rolls up. A couple of 6 picks once again. Play bringing in the Jackal out of the IQ, and Flankstar brings in the Mozzie out of the Vigil, opting for some intel denial and some little bit of intel utility for the side of the defense. Seeing as, unfortunately, the side of Statics have not won any side, they'll be able to go back to Hookah once again. And, you know, just saying that, it just sort of, it sort of makes me feel bad for them. They have not had a good start to this round, to this match whatsoever. And SAW have just completely taken them to the cleaners, dominating round after round. Will the side of Statics be able to pull things together, give themselves a couple of rounds to equalize maybe, and even dare I say, go 3-3 on a roll swap on attack on coastline? That would be big. That would be huge right there for them. But it may or may not happen depending on what this game shows us in the rest of these rounds. We've got attack phase going in from the side of SAW. They're going to be bringing in the usual. We've got the Lion yet again. We've got the Gridlock from JD. The Jackal from Play. Operation Chimera flashbacks here, people. Just as Foxy pointed out in the last round, we've got the Ash yet again. All that's missing really for like raw Operation Chimera is a Dekebi and a Finka. And pretty much you're set to go, as that 5th operator can be whoever you want. Actually, there is no place for a 5th operator. That's your Operation Chimera meta right there. But other than that aside, we don't get to see that much because, you know, that kind of team is a little cheesy. But Electric is going to be taken out of the board by Hellboy. Immediately SAW once again starting strong. Flankstar's been found in main lobby. He's going to pull back. The Mozzie's a 2-speed, mind you, and the Ash is a 3. But Messi isn't chasing. It's the Jackal who's found his feet instead. Mozzie's been spotted. He's just trying to pull back to sight, while there's a very low health lesion inside of sight as well. That's Phantom right there. Not sure where he took the damage from, but he's got to be careful on what kind of gunfights he picks. Or even if he's throwing an impact, he's got to throw it carefully, as if he throws that too close to himself, that is a death wish. However, Phantom right now, he's just safe and sound inside the sight. Nothing too big happening, as HYPERX taking a bit of damage in the meanwhile as well. Not much going on for the time being, as SAW, as they do, is taking this nice and slowly. Oh dear, that was not a chef's grenade by any stretch of the imagination. Hellboy, ooh, he nearly blew himself up, and that was an uncooked grenade. He had plenty of time to get away, but still, he tried to do something, didn't quite work out for him. As now all he's left with is a vertical angle that he can expand that using the sledgehammer and the table of blue bar. As the gas canister goes up, but Play is going to find Phantom in the meanwhile, finally putting him out of his misery. Legion was low enough on HP for that. As a Prince, oh, he's going to rotate back in as Flankstar finds one onto JD. A long way to kill, but he's going to go down. The reflex in from Messi, and Play finds another one. It's 1v4 for Adrit. Last man standing. He's hiding in the smoke. He's detected by a lion scan, and now the attackers are going to swarm his location. He has only one smoke canister and his guns and his wits about him. As the push is coming in, there's one coming in close. The shotgun's in. He gets one. Will he get two? No, it won't, because there's a lion on the window and an Ash that is very close inside of site itself. Messi gets yet another kill for himself, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to put Saw 4-0 up on round 5.
Definitely a dominating performance we're getting to see from Saw today. 4-0 already. Round 5 will be underway. Let's see what we've got for ourselves here. I want to take a quick look at this leaderboard. In fact, the scoreboard that we get to see. Hellboy on 7 frags with Messi on 7 himself. Messi has definitely been performing amazingly well today. And he's been doing that for quite a while now. Let's see how long he can keep that up. Definitely huge big ups to Messi for the way he's playing. Definitely an amazing player. Let's see what more he's got in store for us. Meanwhile, play on 4 frags today. Wouldn't really say he's the best of the plays, because usually the playmaker for Saw happens to be Play. So he's just not having a great day today. I don't really blame him. We saw that from Nat as well. Drish just was not feeling it today. But the rest of his teammates came along. That's how a perfect team functions. Dadgum, it's okay. He's got the line charges. That's more than enough. Meanwhile, on the side of Statics Gaming, nobody except Adroid has been doing much, honestly. It's just been... There's been a very underwhelming performance from Statics today, but let's see how long they can keep this up. They've still got two more runs that they could possibly convert and take it into their advantage. Maybe we see that kind of a play coming in from them, but the way they've been losing this so far, I wouldn't really say that they've got this under control. Let's see if they can shift eyes around or not. Electric once again, he's going playing the bandit, very self-explanatory in fact. He's going to go all the way on the side of security room. He wants to hold this down with Prince on the Maestro. Once again, Advent will be on the smoke. Phantom will be on the Jaeger, and Flank Star has another Capcan. A good pick indeed, bringing out the Capcan, but play me one as well as the Dokubi. I don't see much emphasis in terms of until that I've seen Statics Gaming go out for. I don't really think Dokubi is the right thing to go for, but the kind of plays that they've been bringing out, you know, going all Operation kind meta about it, I don't blame them either. Electric, he's picked up a fight here along with the Ash, but that was just a drone. He's going to move back and forth. He's eating away so many intel gadgets for the side of the attack. Is just going to move back on site on time, in fact. More importantly, but there's somebody's phone who's ringing. Just cannot figure out who that is. That's going to be on top of the white stairs. That'll be your Jaeger. We don't see anybody else playing on the side of the roam play, except for a little bit of aggression coming in from Electric. His phone is ringing as well. He's going to be careful about this angle. Oh, he tries to find one, but he won't be able to. That is going to be Play. Look at that angle that Play is employing here, in fact. Almost getting lost to that little peak that we did see. The bandit bring out, but just not enough. Still going to be holding this very strong in terms of how the defense is looking right now for Statics Gaming. I think maybe this time around, this might be the one round that they happen to be putting on board. Play me one, very confused about making his push happen here with not the most preferable guns in hand. He's still going to push up and get that frag anyway. Look at that, the guy inside comes alive. Play is going to get the frag on the Electric. Prince is scared about that now. That is cover is gone, but Advent has got another duty to fulfill. That those are the smoke canisters coming alive from his side. That's going to be doing a whole lot of clouding and covering, but is that enough to be questioned? There's the Captain Trap coming alive on the right time as well. Advent still loading strong. We've got the Captain to worry about. Prince is going to get that frag onto Play, and that's it. Going to be shut down. We're trying to push up the stairs, but now JD side is definitely going to light up the Maestro quite a bit. Messi still stuck in a 1v1 of his own against the Jaeger. Phantom is expecting the push-up from the Ash, but is he expecting the push-up from the Ash right now? Yes, he will. Yeah, that's the easiest frag for Phantom. In fact, correctly reading it away, she'll be pushing up. JD wants to go aggressive. That's Prince, and he'll be found by the Alda instead. And that's the kill you wanted, but there's the frag right back in from the sledge. That's a very important one. Maestro takes a fall. 2 versus 2, in fact. C4 goes out. That's from Flankster, but does not convert to anything. The Jaeger has found the line. He's going to get that kill on the Dadgum. And there's a finisher up from Flankster and Statics Gaming, putting the first round on board for the defensive round at least. Round 5 does go to them. And that was amazing. Well played, honestly. Let's see what more we've got from them. That is definitely not going to allow Saw with a perfect, or at least with a flawless first half of this match. Round 6 will be underway. Last round before the roll swap. Last round before we go into halftime. What are your thoughts going ahead in this match, Blackjack?
Well, at the very least, Statics have given themselves a 1 round to be happy about, and at the very best, they may or may not be able to mount a comeback from here. It wouldn't be entirely impossible. We've seen 0-4 comebacks before that go all the way to maximum overtime, and whether or not today's game holds that little bit of surprise for us is the real question. Flagstar with the 6 pick out of the vigil into the Mozzie, and we're going to be heading to first floor kitchen from the side of the defense, having finally won hookah on a second floor. And in the meanwhile, I'd just like to point out, I like how Saw is pretty much in every round just 2 operators short of a full-on Operation Chimera meta. It's like they're giving us a little tease that yeah, we could, but we won't. And I don't know, it's just kind of I like seeing that. Don't get me wrong, Operation Chimera meta is cheesy at the very least, and there were and are still people, myself included, who have some rather colorful words to describe it off screen. But other than everything else, if anything, Chimera meta in 2020 would offer us a look back at what Chimera meta used to be back in the day, sort of like a harkening back to a much, much worse time for defenders, as right now in 2020, Siege is a little bit more favored to the defenders' side, as it stands, again, future seasons notwithstanding. We've got the same lineup, although, the Dukebi has been swapped out for the Jackal yet again, and that's going to pretty much keep the Chimera dream alive for the side of Saw. They're bringing in the line fairly consistently as Messi's drone gets taken out. That's going to give him the intel that there's somebody playing close by. That could be Luggage, but it's not. It's Prince down the white stairs. The Legion, he's got a questionable angle at best. He's been spotted, actually. Somehow makes it out of that alive. And I don't think he even knows that Messi, I think Messi definitely saw his head right there, just couldn't connect, or had a pre-fire that was very, very close to Prince's ears. Jackal scans come out, but Prince is safe from that for the time being, as well as the Legion is coming in slowly but surely. But the Legion is still running around by the main lobby stairs. There's nobody on the rappel, so he's going to be safe from Messi for the time being. Not much happening there, as once again Saw doing what Saw does, taking the time and making a push happen. A Gooman goes off in the meanwhile. Who was that even? Not entirely sure. But Prince heard that. He's suspicious of something. There's Play, very close. Interesting angle that Play's holding, as well as the Jackal is going to come out with his AR, while the Pulse is going to be scanning all of those heartbeats that he can see. Attacker heartbeats, of course. Helba's going to start things off as Phantom goes down, and the Lion Scan comes in once again as the Sledge is going for the soft breach on vertical lines of sight. C4 comes out, not going to find anything. Another C4 comes out. Is he going to find the Jackal? No, it will not. Doesn't do any damage to him at all, because I don't think that C4 was unfortunately close enough. 4-1 being the scoreline. Statics need to win this round, but oh, that grenade! After it, very close to meeting his maker right there. Fortunately for him, that is, he makes it out of that alive. Less than a minute remains for the side of Saw to get in, get the plant off, and get all the kills, as they'll be looking to make this last minute their own. Flankster in the meanwhile on a flank as he does. Will he be able to find a couple of kills for himself is the real question. No, he's going to get taken out. Play is going to get that kill. Messi still holding on Luggage, mind you. Prince takes so many shots and he's going to go down. Finally, the Ash took some damage from that, but not enough to deter the man himself from going for that. Electric's going to find one attacker finally for the side of the defense, as Adred is going to push in from the toilets, out of the toilets into reception. So many operators all around him. He's going to find the down. He's going to find the kill. Yes, he is. Messi goes down, but that was down on the Pulse. That's been confirmed onto with the knife. The plant is going off from JD, and Adred is the last man standing in a 1v3. That ain't all that great. He got a kill a minute ago, but not a minute, of course, just a few seconds ago. But he's rotated all the way from the side of reception to blue bar. He's coming around into the hallway, slowly but surely. Needs to make this 1v3 happen. He's got a shotgun and a Lion, I think, just in range. Maybe, maybe not. No, he's going to peek the door, and he's going to get taken out for his trouble. The drone came in, but before that, Dadgum got the kill onto the last man standing. And that is going to be the side of Saw. Yet another round on board. Round 6 goes to them. Round 7 roll swap is in, as looks like the side of Statics are going to be asking for a rehost, ladies and gentlemen. And we are, in fact, going to be going into a rehost right now. So we'll be right back on this 5-1 scoreline as the side of Saw sit one run away from match point. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Saw and Statics Gaming here on the map of Coastline. We're going to be coming back from the Rios call from Statics, because apparently there were some issues on their end that hopefully have been fixed. As of right now, it is a round 7 roll swap, and it is 5-1 in favor of Saw. They have completely dominated the first half of the game, ladies and gentlemen, and they have definitely done a fantastic job. Statics, they did manage to win a round, but unfortunately that one round was the only spark of hope they had, and maybe it will only be the only round that they win in this match. Who knows? I'm certainly not one to say that they can't. They definitely can, but they got to buckle up quite a bit, give themselves a little bit of time, take their time, adapt to the way that Saw has been playing, and they got to do that very quickly because they're only 2 rounds away from losing Coastline. Electric is going to bring in the Ash with the 6th pick, and round 7 is underway. Foxy, over to you.
Alright, round 7 will be under play. We've got a 5-1 scoreline. Pretty good, in fact, for both these sides, especially for Saw. They love to be on the spot, 1 round away from match point. They can definitely take the match point away from themselves as well. But quite the change up to the way Saw has been playing. And it's good to watch them do that. Just not enough, though. They've not been at the top of their own leaderboard in Division 3, but they've definitely been holding their own compared to the other teams that happen to go down in this division. Let's see how things turn around, though. That comes right at the smoke. He'll be making sure all the lines of sights and whatnot are being established by him with the reconstruction coming in. Attackers will be careful of possible spawn peaks that I'm expecting the defense to pull out themselves as well. And look at that. Already the aggression has come in from the Mozzie and the Jaeger. Hellboy has got himself one drone. He's going to spot the other one, but he's just not going to, he's not just going to move it, at least not for now, as he's not gotten that drone yet, you know what I mean? So, he's just going to have to keep doing this to and fro of this rotation. But meanwhile, somebody else that as well. He's juggling rotations and positions because he wants to pick this fight with the Buck and the Gridlock who's outside. But he's just going to be doing some damage, dealing some damage, taking some damage, and falling back just for the while. Once you go cross angle, Flankstar is going to get a frag, and that'll be Hellboy, but Flankstar is taking the fall himself, and that's a huge one as the push-up is still going to be in from the Zofia as well. Messi wants to find the Zofia. He knows that the down has already come in, but he's scared. He's scared and very careful in terms of where that possible peak is coming in for the side of the attackers. They're still going to be committing to this peak, but meanwhile, a possible revive is what am I seeing JD do? He's gone aggressive, he's gone all out. He's not got the impacts, and that's where he stands in a really precarious position. He still wins that fight. Is that allowed to happen? Statics Gaming, what are you doing? We'll be seeing Flankstar still down outside, and it's all under Prince and Phantom now. They'll be leaving Flankstar to just bleed out and die, and that'll be the kill for Messi, confirmed. We'll still be seeing Messi play down below on the side of Sunrise. He wants to make this push-up happen, but he's going to be met by the Gridlock. He does hear that, and that's why he's going to fall back just for a brief bit. There's going to be a bullet hole that he wants to be employing here. He's waiting for the perfect call from his teammates, most possibly, so wants to go for a wall bang. But a huge misplay coming in from the side of the attackers has now put the side of the defense in such a huge advantage. Marginally huge, in fact. You've got to be careful about the push-up coming in for the defenders, though. Defenders playing this to perfection. Don't want to overextend once they've gotten the advantage here. A 4 versus 2 established for themselves in a really good spot that they happen to find themselves in. Oh boy, that was one hell of a play from the Legion. JD somehow did that against all odds, in fact. How could Statics Gaming allow that to happen? Honestly, that was not supposed to happen. We'll be seeing the attackers getting spotted on the side of the main lobby. Reception with the default cam, obviously. The push-up on the luggage will be in, but Phantom not exactly having his crosses where he wants them to be, but the push will still be in. Might as well find this frag, but he's not expecting that kind of aggression from the Vigil. He's still with that. Like I said, winning that fight is what I'm expecting Phantom to do, and yes, he will. Vigil takes the fall of 3 assists 2. The Phantom has lost a lot of HP in that little gunfight that he had to take Gridlock way away from where the Buck has already pushed in. The momentum is off for the team, and only 10 seconds left. The smoke can is to worry about. They've not got the diffuser. No, Prince has it, so that means he could go for the plant, but at what cost can they even make this happen? First kill comes from JD, that's a diffuser drop. Wants to push in onto this double kill, but he won't get the first one either, as there is Messi once again with the Jaeger plays, hiding in the oasis and getting these kills. Saw will be going to match point. Amazing, well done, and what a round coming in for Saw here. Definitely very, very dominating performance that we're getting to see from this team today. Round 8 will be underway, and that, like I said, it's match point for Team SAW.
Match point is in, and I think this was something everybody was expecting going into the round. I mean, it's no surprises right there. Saw with the way they played, especially with that Legion play, absolutely fantastic from the defensive team, as that pretty much shook the side of Statics Gaming, and it shook them a little too hard as the push into site with only 2 people, and that too getting traded out for the kill onto the smoke, was not exactly the best situation to be in. And yeah, it just lack of intel, lack of a consistent coordinated push. Statics, excuse me, just not looking great today once again. Dadgum, he's got the smoke this time. JD with the mute. The SAS brothers are in full force as the site is looking like it is a blue bar and a sunrise bar, which changes things up quite a bit. It's a site that we haven't actually gotten to see today, even though it's a site we get to see semi-regularly, shall we say, when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six. But today, we're going to see Blue Bar Sunrise Bar come out from the side of SAW, as they did win the side of just earlier, just now, in fact, from a beautiful defensive hold. And yeah, this match is about 1 round away from finishing. You know, I'm not one to say that it will. It most certainly could not. You know, Statics could most certainly make a comeback, but a 1-6, excuse me, a 1-6 to 6-6 comeback definitely seems like, yeah, definitely seems like it's out of the cards, especially with the way Statics has been playing today. But who knows? They could get a couple of rounds in for themselves and give themselves that little bit of a pat on the back before the match ends. And who knows, just by doing that, they could make the comeback happen. It's a lot of opportunities here that Statics could be presented with. It just depends on how SAW plays going forward in this round. As Play, he's got the FO12. That's a daring play right there from Play. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Never mind. That's a daring play right there from the man, using the FO12 on a map like Coastline with its longer corridors and longer lines of sight. But it's got some pretty nice close quarter ranges too that Play will be making full use of. And of course, the LS pistol, the RG15. Oh no, Statics. That was the last thing you needed in this round. As Prince is going to take the head clean off of the Zofe. Electric goes down. And that just puts them even deeper in this rabbit hole. As yeah, it's not looking that great. Vertical lens is ahead of being established by the Buck as the push down the blue stairs comes in from the Ash. Adder is going to be doing that any second now. But no, he's actually not. It's going to be Prince. Maybe he's going to be doing that. Yes, the barbed wire has been spotted. Prince is careful not to get onto the barbed wire, mind you, because that's a sound cue for the Ella to go in for a hard peek. Adder, in the meanwhile, going to be pushing in through the offices as the barbed wire is going to be broken. The FO12 comes in. Shots connect. Twitch is down and out. As a Play gets 1. Flashbangs are in, but the man can just rotate back as he was not flashed from that piece of utility that was dropped by the Buck right there. As a Play moves back to the side into hallway. Again, the Harry Potter spot inside of the first floor. And yeah, oh, he actually gets one more. That's added out the board. As Play, I believe he took out a drone that was coming in the other direction. Flank starts taking a bit of damage on whatever peak he's trying to make. He's got to be careful. Phantom's got to be careful. It's a 2 versus 4. SAW are dead set on winning this game, ending it right here, right now. As Phantom's going to be pushing down the blue stairs. Flashbang goes out. Is he going to find anybody? I don't think so. There probably still is the Ella down there that he's got to be careful of. There's the Legion peeking as well. Yeah, for 12, we can just hear the menacing shots growing ever closer as the Jackal gets 1 as he makes his push on the side happen. But he gets taken down by JD instantly as Phantom is the last man standing inside. Nope, he's not standing anywhere. He's off the board. Sorry, gonna take that kill as that was the Jaeger Messi to finish things off for the side of the defensive team. And SAW will take a clean, easy victory on the map of Coastline. 7-1 in their favor. And they are your victors here on Coastline, ladies and gentlemen. What a game coming out from them. Not so great of a game coming out from Statics. And that is going to conclude match 1 of this second stream on this day of Division 3. We've got another game coming up very, very soon, in fact, for all of our viewers at home, as in just a few minutes, we'll be going live with KL11 Esports and Sync Ignite. That's a pretty big game as well. So we'll be right back with that, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashbang!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Amin Foxy, as we are here for the last game of the night on the map of Consulate. We will witness Sync Ignite taking on KL11 Esports, and it's gonna be a pretty interesting game up ahead, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get to that, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram, and the link down in the description below for a giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC, which features a special limited edition Siege-themed cabinet from NZXT, and there's only 500 of these around the world. So to get one for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook for how to enter the giveaway. Details on how to enter the giveaway. With all that being said and taken care of, Consulate, just as I said, is the map of choice, and it is a day of varied maps, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, am I happy for that. We've had a cafe, villa, coastline, and rounding it all off is a Consulate here on the last match of the day, the last match of week 2 of Division 3. And we'll get to see what the final standings will be, at least starting week 3. Those final standings are going to be taking shape at the end of today. And the standings, of course, will come out right at the end of the week, just as usual. So for all of that, again, the socials of Instagram and Facebook of the Esports Club is your gateway to that information. With all that being said, we're here on the ban phase. Sync Ignite's attacking, KL11's defending, and the first ban on this map of Consulate is going to be KL11's. The first attacker to be banned, that is going to be KL11's choice. And as the timer ticks down, they took a little bit of time to make that decision, but they will, in fact, be taken care of. Excuse me, there's the Nomad. Nomad is off the board nice and quickly. No surprises right there. Consulate, Nomad, it's a ban for the ages, as the amount of map control that Nomad exhibits is a very dangerous thing to the side of the defenders. You want to make runners, you want to make flanks, there's probably an air jab in a choke point that you need to go through. That's why Nomad's been banned, while the other ban, no surprises right here, is going to be the Thatcher, once again. Thatcher off the board, again, no surprises right there. EMPs, Claymores, breach charges, and 2 very good guns. And might I remind all of you, it's a very powerful shotgun as a primary as well. He's off the board as the other one to be taken down. The defender is going to be Maestro. No surprises once again. Maestro is off the board. That's from the side of Sync Ignite, as they'll be taking care of the Italian anchor, the man with the LMG on defense. And of course, the Evil Eyes is a very, very massive pain to take care of, as the last defender to be banned from the side of KL11 Esports is going to be the Echo. All right, Maestro Echo combo banned right here. No plant out from either of these two today, as both the MP5SD and the Alda, along with, of course, the Evil Eyes and the Yokai drones, are banned off the map. That, of course, leaves the Mira in play. That leaves the Clash in play, and the Valkyrie in play as well. A couple of pretty big operators that we otherwise see banned normally on maps like Consulate, especially the Valkyrie right there. But, you know, it is what it is. We've got the ban phase done. Let's have a quick look at both of the rosters here in the lobby for our teams. From the side of Sync Ignite, we've got Calculated, Doctor, Sandy's, Beast, and Trexon Bomb. And from the side of KL11, we've got Bot, Mischief, Skullix, Ava, and Messiah. All right. Nice rosters coming in, as the 6-pick comes in from BC as well, out of the Jackal into the Twitch. No other changes to be made. Round 1's underway, and this is a very, very interesting turn of events, ladies and gentlemen, because I just noticed the site that we're going to. It is Archives Teller's basement first floor split. This is, if I may say so, everybody, this, I believe, is what, the 3rd, 4th time we're seeing this site in the entirety of the 5 seasons of the league we've had so far. That is a big, big change up from KL11 Esports immediately. But with the Mira in play, who knows? This could be the site to go to, ladies and gentlemen. But the reason we don't get to see this site so much is just because the dispersion of utility, the distribution, that is, of utility that's required, the manpower that's required in all areas at all times, this is not that ideal. And it's what it's done to Consulate is it's just made Lobby look like a much better site. And don't get me wrong, Lobby these days is a great site. But at one point, I remember Lobby was the last site you wanted to go to while playing on Consulate. And yeah, it's pretty interesting to see what we've got here from our teams. KL11 bringing out the very, very different site choice right now. We've got Mischief the Mute on the roam on the second floor. The man's going to be doing what he can do. The Mira's making some vertical lines of sight with the secondary shotgun, the ITA-12S. There's a Mira window inside of Archives facing the filing cabinet. That's interesting. Once again, interesting. I say that with a hint of trepidation in my voice because I have pretty much never seen this site played, at least played in some level of seriousness. And more than anything, I very rarely get to cast this site as well. So yeah, I'm just a little stumped, shall we say. Doctor's made his way into cafeteria already, and he's just pre-firing down the big hallway all the way to blue. That is Archives hallway. Off to the side, Messiah with a... with the Pulse and the Heartbeat scanner, of course, going to be doing a little bit of intel trading for his team, giving them as much of it as they need, those heartbeats that he can scan. But Sandy's going to start things out by taking down Mischief. That is the Mute who was roaming all the way up on the second floor as more pre-fires are being done towards his Mira windows on basement. Sandy's droning in as Doctor's going to be taking the peaks. There is Calculator behind them to try and assist as much as he can. And that is IQ with the diffuser, mind you. That means that they're trying to make a push in towards Archives. Coming in, the Mira's going to take care of the drones. Bot's going to be making sure that he gets the intel to trade it off for his team as Skullix is all the way out at console office. A very interesting position he's holding. He's not going to be fighting anybody because the attackers are towards the side of admin and copy room. He needs to close the gap between them, but there's somebody on the yellow stairs that he's going to be taking a fight with right now, and he's going to win that. Doctor goes down. He's going to find another one. Skullix with a huge double drop right there. Beastie and Doctor go down. And the castle has just changed things up for the side of Sync Ignite. They were looking set for a push, and now Skullix has just made sure that they are not set for that push anymore. Beautifully done by the FBI as it's now down to the last three attackers. Sandy's calculated and Chuckson bomb, trying to make a push on the side happen. Chuckson, he's on the second floor with the SMG 11 in play. The Slice is trying to find where this castle is playing, but is he going to be able to is the real question. Calculated is in sight. He's just worried about the vertical lines of sight as Ava's going to find one onto Sandy's. The plant is going off, in fact, but the C4 comes in. It's going to find him, and that's your denial right there from KL11, and the last one goes down as well. Basement Archives and first floor tellers works out, ladies and gentlemen. KL11 with the change-up right off the bat, bamboozling the side of the attack, and with a brilliant hold, playing vertical from below. They're going to be taking round one here on Consulate. What a beautiful round coming out from them as round two will be underway.
All right, quite the round coming in from the side of KL11 there. Once again, Skullix coming out to be one of the very crucial members for his team. You know, that play that he happened to make. Despite being on the castle, definitely bamboozling the attackers, just like he said, Blackjack. Walking into console, anybody's expecting a possible console, maybe a lobby, and, you know, a garage at the best. Nobody walks into knowing that we'll be going to to Archives and Visa office. So yeah, sorry, that is Archives and Tellers, my bad. So yeah, coming back to what I was trying to say is the fact that catching the attackers off guard, amazingly well done by KL11 Esports. Expecting a little bit more from them, you know, just naturally in the way this match is played and going right in this match as well. We've got the KRAKEN that is being brought in from Skullix, in fact. Definitely a great operator that you could use to, you know, just try to be a little more random about things. I've told this before. You want to bring out a little bit of an unpredictability for yourself. You want to bring out the KRAKEN because that definitely does hinder the attackers a little bit. You know, it happens to put them in a twist of finding the traps and getting peeked by one of the aggressive defenders. It always happens to come between those, and if they don't happen to come between those, the traps do their job. They get sometimes they get the enough HP out of you, sometimes they even confirm in a kill. That is dependent, and that's why KRAKEN happens to be a very underutilized operator, you know, when it comes to so many phases of siege. But here we are seeing him being used. Mischief is going to get spotted by the drone. Meanwhile, He's got to be careful about this. KRAKEN is playing all the way on very close to site though. The site this time is going to be Garage, and oh, there you go, Mischief. Won't be able to stay alive for long. They'll be sinking Knights, Trexen Bomb. It'll be making sure it gets the frag on. The sledge play is definitely very useful, very important. Oh, a nice pre-fire from the man. Almost in case there were not too many railings around it. Could have claimed bot. Definitely an amazing pre-fire. Got to give him that. I still got to look for more that will be able to convert that. Oh, Doctor coming in with a pre-fire of his own. But he does not know there's a mute playing down there. Messiah will be the one playing up top. He's still got the bathroom hold command. He's still made his own. He's not really too afraid about it either, honestly. It's very strong the way he looks like, but Messiah has still got to stay alive here. For as long as he can, he's being challenged by multiple things, multiple angles, whatnot. Doctor's still trying to find that sweet angle. Not going to be able to find. Oh, Calculator almost getting the team kill for his teammate. Sandys will be moving in, trying to challenge the mute. Just a moment. It's too much pressure that they have to fight against Messiah. Still with the shotgun, and C4 goes out. Does not claim anything. That's not exactly something you wanted, but no. Trexen Bomb looks away, and that's a free kill. The free fish for Messiah to take on board. Pushes up once again. He's going to find one more, and that's a C4 from down below. That's a shutdown for Sinking Knight. His KL11 has come alive out of nowhere, and suddenly it's Orlando Beastie with only 1 minute on the clock and 4 bodies to find. He won't be doing any of that with KL11 Esports. Will be walking away with an almost flawless round, in fact, for themselves in round 2 as well. Amazingly well played when it comes to defense and consulate. Really well done. Both of these rounds, the Garage and the Static Cafeteria, well defended as well coming in from them. 0-2 is indeed the score, and round 3 will be underway.
Round 3 is underway, 2-0 to the side of KL11. They have come out swinging today, and they have taken the first couple of rounds against Sync Ignite. Sync not looking that great, as both the first sites from KL11 worked out fantastically. They're going to lobby right here on round 3 off the bat of a couple of beautiful side holes that they just happened to pull off right here on this match. And yeah, at the end of the day, this comes down to the fact that it is a brilliant hold that we're getting to see from the side of KL11, ladies and gentlemen, as right now they have just done wonders in these first 2 rounds. Now, it may sound like I'm dumping a lot of praise on KL11, and that very well could be the case. You could think of it that way, but at the same time, it's warrant like all right, yeah, the plays that they made. Excuse me, right there. I had to take a second, right? I don't know why. But the plays that they made has warranted praise, especially with the way that they've executed them. And that's why we're seeing the round score that we are right now. The Mira setup all the way up at the top floor, inside of Connector, holding down the side of Console. Does that right there, Ava, doing the standard Mira stuff that we have seen before. That we haven't gotten to see because of the mass amount of Mira bans, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. 64% ban rate as of Year 5 Season 2.3. That is huge. Mira is always had a huge ban rate ever since the pick and ban system came to Rainbow Six Siege. Whether it is the competitive or ranked and unranked, this has always been the case. That's why we're seeing the Mira plays right here. It's standard Mira plays that we haven't gotten to see in a while. So, some people might be a little unfamiliar with this, but, this one, however, the one inside of a bathroom, is one that always gives me a little bit of trepidation while I'm watching it. As shots being fired all over the map, Mischief. He's not the one being shot at, mind you, it's somewhere else. That is the Ash Doctor going for a peek, but Skelix is going to find Traction Bomb in the meanwhile. The sledge is off the board. The Mozzies started off strong, and looks like that was the diffuser drop on Admin. Oh, dear me. That's a pretty big drop right there. Trexon is down. The diffuser is on the ground, and the Mozzie has rotated all the way down to Spiral. Okay, Mozzie drone right there, spotting where the Jackal is. He was completely unaware. BC, the fact that that is in fact a Mozzie drone, while the Pulse will be spotted directly below BC. He's got to be careful because there's a heartbeat scanner right below him. I could take him out any second now. He's gonna knife the door inside of copy room. But actually, now that we look at it, bots all the way down in basement, not first floor, which is why BC is gonna survive this particular push for the time being. Mind you, with the way that the side of KL11 is playing offside, you'd be fooled into thinking, it's either console, office, or basement. But it's not. It is still lobby, and it is going to remain lobby regardless of how the side of the defense plays. And Doctor nearly find the legs of the Mira, unfortunately, will not be, as Doctor is slowly pulling around to the side of the Visa stairs. He's got the Jackal for support, trying to find those footprints, and he, I think, has found a set. That could be the Mozzie right there, as the Ash pushes down towards Visa, but no shots are fired from... Oh, what a flick right there. Excuse me, Doctor. The man just pulled off a beautiful shot, taking down Mischief. The Valkyries on the board. As he's low on HP himself, he's going to go down, trying to swing wide. As Bot finds one, but he's going to get refragged onto by the lobby door. That's the Hibana inside of sight. Shots being fired all over. Sandy's, he's trying to find any more, but there's Skullex right below. Marks are coming out, but he needs to find where the planter could potentially be. That's Beastie, the Jackal, slowly coming to the side, but Sandy's going to go down on a C4 right there, excuse me, as that is not going to deny the plan, but the Mira's going to find one more, leaving the Jackal in a 1v3. That he's going to find the Mira, he's going to find any more. There's one on the hatch and one below. C4 comes in, he's going to blow him to smithereens, and that is Messiah taking that kill, and KL11 once again with a beautiful, beautiful defensive round are going to hold on to lobby as round 3 goes to them. They have taken Archives, Archives, Tellers, Garage, and Lobby back to back, as they're going to be heading back to Basement Archives and First Floor Tellers.
Got to give it to KL11. They've definitely come up with some preparation into this match, because the way it looks like, the kind of prep that they're putting into the setups, the size that they've chosen so far, the way they've been playing this out, definitely KL11 has been doing a whole lot more scrimming and practicing since the last time we saw them play in the league. This is in fact one of the conversations I was having with Skullex and Mischief the other day as well. Just having a little random conversation on how KL11 likes to approach their practices, how KL11 happens to get through stuff, when it comes to competitive play. And that is something that just happened to share with them. They haven't really been practicing a whole lot. They finally will be doing that very soon, and that very soon looks like that did come in for them. Definitely Stomping Gore Sinking Night right now happen to be our attacker favored map. Even with the bans into play, Sinking Night just not able to take maximum advantage of a situation that KL11 has presented them with. They've been out playing them every single step of the way, and you'll love to see stuff like that. It's not just the gunplay that is coming alive for them. It's been very influential plays that we're getting to see from on the side of this whole team of KL11. Eva as well definitely brought out some dynamic for himself and the team. You haven't seen him or her, I'm not sure, in action before, at least when it came to KL11. But at least for now, it'll be her playing Mira. Calculator has switched onto the Blitz though, very, very desperate right now, Sinking Night. They definitely want to put some rounds on board. Don't blame them for bringing a Blitz here. They want to ram the attack. In fact, from a single sphere at a location, try and bottleneck the entire attack from a single doorway, because that is exactly how you could beat an over-strategized hole that we're getting to see from the side of the defense. That might as well work out. Honestly, it has great chances of working out as well. Not even kidding right now, but let's see if he'll be able to make that. If he'll be able to make that work out. Calculator already making the push. He's got the drone walks in. He's got to get the first default cam, but that's already been taken care of. Push-up is in. Calculator waiting for the frags, waiting for the pings, waiting for everything that he needs. Wants to go wide on this. Now he won't be going ADSs, not yet. But his information has been traded off. The huge amount of information. The fact that the Blitz is already pushed in, awfully close, along with the Ash. That is Doctor. Beastie will be doing the flank watch. That's exactly what you need from your teammates right now. But trying to make this a little more coordinated push. The awfully close ledge to push in. He's going to get the kill onto Eva. There's Doctor finding the kill onto Bot. The Pulse, will push up. He's going to find the C4 kill. No, he won the push up. He's able to throw Calculator. In fact, he gets that kill. Mischief, though, he gets the diffuser for drop at least for a while. But that's only the drop. Mischief will be collecting that frag onto BC. You got the down from Skullex. Skullex up top. He wants to make this into a rotation. Mischief is already rotated up top himself. The plan is already going down on the side. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Could definitely work for the side of Sinking Night, because that's how these things go on. Mischief, though, meanwhile, he's going to find a frag, and that's going to be a vigil taken out your Blitz. A very important frag. You've still got to find a few more. The push-up is in, and Doctor's going to take the fall. But here's a refrag right back in for the Hibana. It's a 1 versus 2 for Mischief to play in, and more than that, to clutch in to keep the keep the win rate alive. He's going to go wide about this. He's not going to find anybody, and that will be the kill for the Hibana sinking. I will be putting the first round on board. Amazing well done attack, you know, bringing into the fact that they're over methodical, they're over strategical. What do? We ram into the site with the blitz, with the power of the blitz, obviously. But a good attempt in terms of the retake from KL11 as well. Just not enough. 3-1 is the scoreline, and we'll be going to round 5. 2 rounds with the role swap.
What do you do when you hit a wall? You ram right through it. At least that's what I remember, a quote. At least that's what came to my head, is seeing the blitz play right there from the side of Sync Ignite. I don't exactly remember where that's from. I'll have to go back and look it up. But it's a good quote. It reminded me of that because a blitz push was literally just a spearheaded battering ram right there. Calculated.
Blackjack motivations.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Foxy. But round 5 is going to be in play, and we're heading to Basement Garage and not Archives, because yet again, just like it's been proven time and time again, you know, sometimes the side of, you know, Archives tellers works out, and that's not saying that it's the worst site in the entirety of the game. However, it is still, you know, something that we were taken a little surprised by, because the Archives working out the way it did that cleanly in the first round. Yeah, we going back to Archives in round 4. Yeah, we thought definitely is it's gonna work out. It could work out. It has a good chance of working out. No, not quite. The blitz came in, and that was the shutdown immediately. And now the push into round 4. Excuse me, the push into site was there. And now round 5, we're heading to Garage and Cafeteria. Instead, the other site, that's Basement, and entirely Basement, not split between the 2 floors. There may yet be a push coming in from the main door, mind you. Skullex, he's running around the first floor. He's got to be careful of that. So does the Mute Messiah, who's gone on the roam once again. It's pretty interesting to see Mute on the roam. He's probably going to be playing the bathroom angle, as you do when it comes to Consulate Basement defense. You got somebody that is generally a Mute holding down on the first floor bathrooms. Oh dear me, Jaeger getting spotted by that drone, as Skullex is going to catch a drone. Interestingly enough, just an odd set of coincidences right there. Skullex is going to be using that, but he's got to be running out first to find somebody, and that is Doctor on the board. A huge drop right there, as Doctor has been pretty influential for his team in the entirety of this match. The blitz is still in play, mind you. He's going to be meeting some resistance here on the first floor. ADS just tries to find somebody. Isn't going to do that. He's going to pull back instead, as the round progresses slowly but surely. The push from third floor to first floor is, second floor to first floor is going to be in, but Skullex is going to find this drop on the hatch. He just might be careful. He sees the soft breach, but no, he's going to pull back just in time, as shooting, of course, gave away his position to the sledge right there, as a push is coming in from the blitz once again. More soft breach is being done, as now the blitz has found the bathroom, and he's going to be going in there to take the Mute down. And there we go. ADS is coming into play, that is, to try and save the Mute from getting flashed to infinity. And Messiah's got to be careful of this. As C4 comes out, is he going to claim anybody? No, not quite. The pulse is still wary of using it. He's going to use it, and there we go. He's going to get that, and that's another big drop right there for the side of the attack. They have lost the blitz. Calculator goes down, and now there goes one more. Bot's going to find Trexon Bomb. That is yet another big kill, as the sledge is off the board. More shots are being fired from below, as Sandys is trying to play vertical against the side of the defense, and BC is going to find Messiah in the meanwhile. The Mute's off the board inside the bathroom, but at what cost? It's a 2 versus 4 right now. Ava, Skullex, Mischief, and Bot are looking at these remaining 2 attackers, and they're going to be looking at them hungrily as to take this kill. Shots being fired all over the place, as the Bearing 9 is going to be opening up doors and other little areas, maybe potential lines of sight. But a flashbang comes in, as Sandys is going to make his break all the way out to the front garage wall. And I think one of the Kaid Electroclaws was taken out. Either that or the Electroclaw just didn't have the final wall in range. Jaeger, he's playing very close to BC, mind you. He could get that kill if he pushes up, and he is going to, but BC's all the way on the... Nope, he's going to still get that kill, as he can take some damage, but Mischief is still going to round things out for the side of KL11. A double to finish things off as he finds Sandy after taking the Jackal down. And that is KL11, ladies and gentlemen. They are here to win this match and win it with style. as a round 5, was just won. It is 4-1 in favor of them. And Sync Ignite going into round 6 will be looking to at least get one more round in on their board. But whether or not they'll be able to is the real question. One round away from the roll swap. It is round 6. We're heading back to Split. Focus your mic. Well, heading back to Split, we've got the Valkyrie in play from bot this time around, and I believe there was another 6-pick attempt right there from the side of the attack. Fortunately, I don't see any changes between the loading screens. And okay. This is interesting. Looks like we're going to be going into Rios from the side of KL11, and they've called it. Yeah, they definitely called it as, oh dear me, there goes Ava. I believe there was a problem with the headgear of the Mira. I'm not entirely certain. Looks like it was, as yep, there we go. Mira not default is going to be called in, and we're going to be going into the Rios. We'll be right back on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
10 seconds remaining.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Sync Ignite and KL11 Esports. We are back on the other side of the rehost, called by the side of KL11 due to them having some issues with uniforms, and they were the ones who called it, of course, as soon as they spotted it. And we will be moving forward with the round that was round 6. It is 4-1 in favor of KL11. That's right, the complete domination coming in on the first 5 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, as round 6 is going to be in play. We're headed back to Basement Archives and Tellers. And Ava is probably going to be bringing out the meter once again. There we go. It's in play. And, excuse me right there. Ying from a Trexon Bomb, bringing in the operator that can pretty much light up the entire room in one go. And there we go. The 6-pick is in from Calculated out of the Fuse into the Blitz. That's right. They're seeing this lineup and they're anticipating the play of Basement Archives and Tellers. But the real question is, are KL11 anticipating the Blitz push that the side of the attackers did a couple rounds ago, the round that they lost on this very same site? They're only opening up similar rotations to how they have done so far, but bots taking a bit of damage, mind you, from Alex. I think it was the man trying to open up a rotate on the Visa stairs going down below the basement. Unfortunately, did a little bit of damage to the Valkyrie as well. A quarter HP. He's got to be careful. He's very close to... Ooh, okay. Yeah, Super Shorty is great and all. Castle, I get it. You got it off of Mozzie, but come on. You don't have to injure your other teammates with it. Like that's uncalled for a little bit. Anyway, jokes apart, round 6 is in play, the last round before roll swap, and the side of Sync Ignite have definitely caught on to where the site actually is, and they've got the Blitz to work around that site that site pick from the side of KL11. We've got the push coming in, the Doctor, with the drones, making sure that he has himself intel that he needs, while the Blitz is pushing in from the main yellow stairs. We've got a Claimer coming in from Beastie on the yellow stairs window, the one that goes above, mind you, and Sandy's, he's slowly pushing in into Cafeteria as well, swings wide, he's going to see the mirror window. The fact that there's somebody playing behind the mirror window because the drone just got taken out in front of him. Unfortunately, it was a little too late to do a bit of damage to Pulse's arm. He's still alive and he's still kicking, but the Jackal Tracks are going to find him as the Ying's going to come in any second now. The flashbangs are in to burn out the ADS, but they won't be. Ashtosh being fired from above. Mind you, Beast is going to get taken out from above as well. Skullex takes that kill as Calculator finds one onto Messiah. Mischief is coming in from a flank as the C4 comes in. Will it find anybody? Yes, it will. There goes Calculated. The Blitz is down, and now Mischief on the flank is going to find the Ash. He does. Not quite. He finds somebody else. Clotheslines them, in fact. And now that Ash, Sandy's on 1 HP, is the last man remaining because Bot just took down Trexon Bomb. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The reads are real. The kite will still go down. It's a 1v2 for the Ash to pull through on. Bot's very low on HP. Skullex is lit as well. He's going to see one, but not quite. That line of sight being open was not where the peak is coming in from. It still isn't, mind you, as shots are going to come in any second now to find the Ash and take her off the board. But still, Sandy's, he can make this happen. Oh, not with the flashbang like that. He's going to throw the other one successfully into sight, flash himself in the process, and get taken off the board for his trouble. That's a comedy of errors right there to finish things off for the side of Sync Ignite's attack and KL11's defensive rounds, as we are going to be moving to round 7 roll swap, but more importantly, we're going to be moving into a 5-1. On round 7, a repeat telecast of what happened between Status Gaming and Saw in the last game. It's 5-1 on the other side of the roll swap, ladies and gents. And now on the defense, Sync Igniter taking us to the second floor console office for the first time in the entirety of the game. And did we ever think that we would have to say that console office comes out for the first time on round 7 roll swap? I don't think so, and I don't think Foxy did either, but regardless, round 7's in play. Foxy, mic is yours.
So first things first, coming off to the second stream today that we've had, quite the marginal difference in both these teams playing the way that they've been playing so far. What I really want to be questioning right now is the fact that what kind of meta change are we having to observe? What kind of map difference what has been the reason in terms of this marginal difference? Because that questions so many things. The way these teams have been playing back and forth with each other in the same division, but just the different combinations. It happens to specify so much more on what teams deserve better, on what teams here are just are just here for of a better promotion level that they're expecting for themselves to be in Division 2. And that's creates so much more competitive spirit as well, between the players. And that's what we love to see. But coming back to the present match, very hugely differentiated. In fact, in terms of the scoreline, 5-1. It's not looking great for Sync Ignite right now. Let's see if they'll be able to make it out of there or not. Going ahead in this match, we've got the post-Rio scoreboard that we're able to see right now. But that is not exactly a point of concern for either of these teams right now. It's going to be for Sync Ignite. They want to get aggressive here. Doctor, he's definitely not the ones to shy out from a gunfight. He wants to peek every single angle that he's been given the freedom to do so. He won't be doing that, at least not as of now. I'm still seeing the push-up from Messiah happen. There's going to be mischief on the Zofia as well. Anticipating so much aggression. A passive-aggressive smoke will be playing on the yellow stairs. They don't really blame the attackers here at this point. They did get the drone works in, and they now know exactly where Trexen Bomb is playing. Meanwhile, the Jaeger calculated all alone. Side of actually the soda vending machines. There's nobody that he's got to contest. None of the enemies. What I mean by all alone, he obviously has his friend the Umai there, but someone Trexen makes it out of there. He just bolts out of there. In fact, there you go, people. The sprint from the mute somehow did not get caught off by the attackers. A huge misplay from them. I'm going to give it to them. KL11 not able to cut off anything. They happen to dump their entire utility on a specific place. They're still expecting the smoke to play over there, and that's why it's going to be draining so much more time off of these attackers. First frag comes in, and that's going to be Sandy's. That's exactly the one who rotated back. We got Doctor getting a frag on a mischief as well. It's looking great and looking amazing in terms of how the round has started off on the side of Sync Ignite. We're still seeing possible expectations coming in. That is upon how these guys play with the Messiah, Eva, and Skurex. All that is left for this side. We'll be seeing a nade go out. Sandy's definitely lit up quite a bit, but the man, boy, how is he still alive? He's going to get the heal back from the dock. Definitely he's got to deal with the devil today, at least for this round, at least. Round 7 definitely looking very strong for Sync Ignite. Just looking all over the place for KL11 Esports. We're seeing the kill come in. Skurex is going to take the fall, but there's a refrag right back in from the run out that did not get caught by anybody, as it was Trexen to get that kill. There'll be another one from Sandy. Sandy's definitely acting up, and there's calculated with the final kill. Kelsey on the Jaeger finally acting up, getting the final kill onto Ava. And that is going to secure Sync Ignite. A little bit of a breather, stop. More importantly, stopping the side of KL11 Esports sitting on match point. That's something you want to be doing, and that's something you're stopping them from doing so as well. Really good in terms of what they've happened to cook around stuff. Round 8 will be underway. 5-2 is indeed the scoreline.
5-2 is the scoreline as that of Sync Ignite off the back of that one round have given themselves a chance to make the comeback happen. It takes one round to give yourself just that spark to light the flame of the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. But oftentimes we see, it may be one or even 2 rounds, the team in the lead usually takes back the lead, their momentum, that is. As Trexen Bomb, he's going to decide, and he's going to decide on the Valkyrie on the 6th pick. Tried to go for the pick onto the Alibi, but looks like the side of Sync want to use the Valkyrie, the Intel, the MPX, and the C4, and of course, the only one with the 60 ticket was Trexen Bomb, since there is only one. We're going to be heading to Basement Garage on round 8, ladies and gentlemen. As right now, it is still a massive 3-round lead for the side of KL11 Esports. We'll be looking to make this lead, take this lead and make it even larger and larger. And, eventually, excuse me right there, eventually give themselves the victory. They sit 1 round away from match point and 2 rounds away from that. Sync Ignite sit 3 rounds away from an equalizer and 5 rounds away from the victory. That's how far Sync Ignite has to go if they want to win from this 2-5 situation. We've got a spawn pick coming in from Sandy's in the meanwhile, all the way out towards the right barricade. No, he's not going to find anybody, at least not yet. He's going to come back into the site instead. Tried to go for a spawn peek, but unfortunately nobody was there. At least whoever was there decided to take the alternative, straighter path towards the garage wall rather than go out by the side, that little hole in the wall that's there. Console seems to have a lot of hole in its border walls. But, you know, like there's two by the side of police line, and there's one back there. It's a lot. It's quite a bit. You know, those walls definitely they've seen better days. Sandy's in the meanwhile. He's going to be roaming around still on the second floor administration office, trying to find anything that he can, drones, utility, intel, attackers, anything that works. He's not going to be finding anything just yet, mind you. Checks on bomb. He's on the yellow stairs, a roam capacity as well coming out from the Valkyrie, just to make sure that he can support his teammates all the way up on the yellow stairs now, going into sight, almost going into sight. Nothing big happening just yet. Both teams are just sort of taking their time, making sure they have all the intel that they need going forward in this game. As right now, not a whole lot's happening. It's just a lot of intel gathering coming in from K11 Esports, and we've seen this before from them. It's not surprising to see them take their sweet time getting a push started and getting into sight. Sometimes it even goes all the way down to the last second when they start getting the plant off, but have enough players remaining to give themselves the play. Oh no, Jackson Bomb's gonna find Messiah easily, but Boss gonna retaliate onto Sandy's in the meanwhile. There's a push coming in. That's the bot right there. That is not the bot himself, the man that is. He's gonna be taken off the board, unfortunately. Jackson Bomb finds that kill onto the Buck, who repelled into the connector window, leaving the side of K11 in a 3 versus 4. Definitely doable, but they've got to find these roamers before they make the push on the side happen. A little bit of an oversight coming in from the side of, from the side of the attack, as they could have definitely handled that a little bit better. Mischief's found Doctor in the meanwhile. That is the Doc of the board, the operator and the man, making it 3 versus 3. They've still got their hard breach alive, and I believe one of the Kite's electrical off has been taken off the board, but he could have easily deployed another one and gotten the electrical off back in place, as Zophia's lifeline is going to be coming in. The hard breach actually has been done. In the meanwhile, oh, shots are fired, and Calculate is going to find that onto Skullix. That's a big drop right there, but Ava's going to push in bravely. Mischief's found Calculate in the meanwhile as the plant's coming up, but Ava's going to be taken off the board for his unfortunate timing, and Mischief is going to go down as well. Sync Ignite are going to hold against the staggering attack of KL11. They're going to give themselves another round on board. Round 8 comes in. And unfortunately for the side of KL11, that little attempt at a push didn't quite work out. 2 runs back to Sync as they're slowly closing the gap between themselves and the attacking team, as we're going to be moving to first floor lobby on round 9. Right, round 9 is in play, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the 6-pick out of the clash into the Jaeger from Beastie, making sure he has the right operator in mind for his team, in mind and in hand, as a lobby, the side that we get to see so often, especially after Consulate got that archive site. And archive site actually has been in our crosshairs quite a bit today, primarily because it's been played 3 times in the first half of the game, ladies and gentlemen, on rounds 1, 4, and 6, and it was won twice by defenders KL11 Esports, bringing in the adaptations as and when necessary. This time, we've got a castle in play from Calculated, making sure that he can block off entryways for the attackers and channelize them into areas more suitable choke points for the defenders, or at the very least, make them use a little bit of that immense amount of utility that attackers bring in to make the breach on the side happen. The push on the side, that is. Okay, being careful of the spawn peaks right there, the gridlock on the side, on the northern end of the map. It's not going to be spawn peak just yet. No spawn peaks coming out from the side of the defense this time around. Sync Ignite, these have looked very good these last 2 rounds. And they're going to try to look as good this round as well. As the drones come in towards the side of admin, the roam clear is going to come in from the side of the attack. KL11, they want to make sure that they get everything in line for themselves. Moon Jumpers are coming off. Doctor making sure that the denial comes in as and when required. Trex and Bomb on the second floor, mind you, on the console desk office. console desk of the second floor, just outside of console office itself. It's going to be in an important position. Shots are being fired all over the place as Calculator barely survived that on yellow. He's going to fire back in the meanwhile. And not going to find anybody just yet, of course. That skylight peak is a little ill-advised, but if you can find a kill off of that, more power to you. He's got the dock for support still around console front desk as the attackers are slowly making their way towards this area. The dock's going to take some shots, stretch on bomb from the meeting double window as he's unfortunately not in the best position to be in. The sledge has already pushed in. He's on the meeting room hatch. You might just find somebody any second now. The position he's taken. The dock in the meanwhile being held down inside a bathroom. Chuckshot Bomb's gonna pull back and try to go back to side. Beast is coming in for a flank, mind you, on towards the Beast stairs. He could find somebody, or the castle could find somebody. Really, it's down to who finds when. Beast has actually found one. That's Messiah off the board, and Dr. C4 finds Ava. That's two down. The Hibana and the Sledge are off the board. A couple of huge drops right there as track singers go out from the gridlock. Bot's trying to find one. Will he find the castle? Not yet, as unfortunately the defenders are just getting away with these peaks and some are being allowed to get away with them as more shots are going to be fired. Sandy's is going to take Skullex after, of course, Calculated went down, and there goes another one. Beastie will find Mischief, leaving Bot the last man standing. Oh, that flashbang could have been unfortunate timing for the Buck, but he's still alive. He's got 50 seconds to make this push happen. Smoke canisters are going off to deny him line of sight and entry just in general. And he's going to go down as well inside of the meeting area. As Sync Ignite are going to take yet another round on board, ladies and gentlemen. Doctor is the one to finish things off. The mute, that is. And Sync have just won round 9. More importantly, they've won 3 rounds back-to-back, putting themselves on a 4-5 scoreline. And it's only a 1-round lead that the side of KL11 have anymore, as this second half has not looked great for them at all. We're heading to second floor console office and meeting on round 10.
All right, so coming back to the fact that, all right, I think now with 3 rounds consecutive defensive wins for the side of Sync Ignited, it is safe for me to say that neither of these teams know how to attack on consulate. It's been a hell of attacking around for the side of KL11, and more than that, it's been a similar hell for Sync Ignite as well. They haven't really had a great time on attack, neither of these teams. They just don't know how to make an attack work, honestly, on console, at least against each other. I'm not being brutal here, just trying to make a joke, nothing else. But a fact's a fact. You're not getting these attack wins on board for yourselves on consulate. Let's see if we'll be able to put more of that from the side of the defense right now. Eyes will be on KL11. You know, you're trying to put your rounds on board, sitting 1 round away from match point on that 5-round advantage for yourselves has just been kicked in the face with Sync Ignite coming up with the comeback. And more importantly, this was something that I was expecting to go in the favor of Sync Ignite, you know, just because of the fact that you happen to be fighting against the second topmost team in the division right now. Against KL11 happens to be on the 7th. That is the second last position. So I was expecting Sync Ignite to come out stronger, you know, not make this comeback. Definitely the comeback is proving how strong they actually are. But the fact that being it almost a clean sweep for Sync Ignite, just not the case. KL11 has come up with stuff of their own. They want to make sure that they bring back the old spirit of KL11 that they had when they happened to make their way inside the league. They don't want to forget that. Not at least for now, they'll be keeping that spirit alive. But let's see if that spirit awards them with the match point victory this round. Pushes coming in. Calculator will be moving back. We've got Doctor watching the similar angle as well, but he'll actually be challenged by the meeting window. A very standard spot being used on the side of the attackers. I don't blame him either for that one. We're still seeing Beastie and the Calculator get aggressive here. Once again, don't really blame them. That's exactly the kind of play you want to be exhibiting for yourselves. But you've got to make sure you don't lose yourself, at least your life, or even, you know, lose yourself in a trade-off over there. We're seeing Doctor playing awfully close. He's got the C4 in hand as well. Is there somebody to beat him? There is the Buck and somebody else as well. It's going to be the Rappling Gridlock. It's got to be very careful about this. Doctor still has himself a nice C4. And does he have a cam is my question. He does not have a cam, so he cannot be throwing any more of those in designated areas that he wants them to be in. But the Rappel game in will be finally done from the side of KL11. too much waiting. Now's the time for acting up on that information you've got for yourselves. Calculator has moved down from Visa stairs. If you're watching this, that is Beastie. Beastie awfully close. That's going to be a lesion. Got to be very careful about this. Calculator. He wants to go for this run out so badly right now. He's going to find the gridlock. He's going to light it up quite a bit, but just does not convert that into a kill. Doctor meanwhile is going to get the frag on the bot. That is a huge kill indeed. That's your buck taken off the board. You still want to be making this push happen. Messiah trying to push up. He's going to find the Jaeger, and that is Calculated's head being relieved of his body. From his body, in fact. Skullex with the rotate definitely has helped him, but no, he's actually gone for the what? He gets that kill on the way inside the side, and he's definitely turned things around for KL11 and in their favor. Fully aggressive mischief, that is your Zofia, but hopefully slow attack with the drone works and the breach works still coming in. This might not work out well for KL11 if they don't sort out their pacing in the team. Finally, we'll be seeing the push-up happen from the Zofia. Wants to go wide about this angle, but no, he's not going to be met, not yet. It's not going to be the death for now. The plan will come in from, that's going to be Mischief and Messiah giving her cover. Messiah gets that frag, and the plan will be down. The C4 comes out a little late for the plan, but right in time for the frag. Eva has been taken off. Mischief will be put on board onto 5 HP for himself. With a self revive for herself. It's a 2 versus 1 that Doctor has to fight against. But he's got to be very careful in terms of how he wants to approach this. KL11 might as well be looking strong, like they want to be taking the first match point. And finally, that has been long due for so long right now. Doctor trying to find in desperation, where are these attackers? Where are they? I want them, but he won't be able to find them. KL11 will be going to match point, with round 10 being put on board by some amazing play for that we did get to see from KL11 on attack. Some great rotates coming in from them. Definitely proving me wrong to how I happen to joke around about nobody knowing how to work around the attacking round when it comes to Consulate in this match at least. But no, that's just not being the case. We'll keep it there. 6-4 is the scoreline. Let's see if KL11 will be finally able to put another round on board and take this match to victory, or will that be a possible comeback still ongoing with 2 rounds on board? We'll be going to overtime if that is what Sinking Knight decides to do.
2 rounds required for the push to overtime and to give themselves a second chance at winning this game. Sync Ignite stand on the precipice of losing tonight's match. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the 6-pick out of the buck into the IQ from bot, handing over the gridlock, of course, to Skullex, as Console is going to be the head of choice once again from the defending team. As we know, as we always know, pretty much Console Office and Garage are the top sites when it comes to Consulate. No questions asked. And we're going to be seeing the standard stuff come out from the side of the defense. Sync Ignite with the Wamai, the Valkyrie, the Jaeger, of course, the Legion, and to round things out, the Smoke. They had a similar setup in the last round. Unfortunately, just didn't quite work out. They lost a couple of bodies, and when the stagger push came in from KL11, they could not, unfortunately, recover in time. Right now, it is about to be action phase on what potentially could be the last round of this game. I say potentially because, you know, as we discussed, 2 rounds is all that Sync Ignite needs. Having made a 3-round attempt at a comeback back-to-back against K11's attack, they could definitely make this play happen. Unfortunately, that Valkyrie camera from Doctor was not where he wanted that to go. He's going to throw another one out, and it's gonna land in the same position. Oh, dear me. That's 2 cameras from Doctor that are going to be wasted from the man. Unfortunately, there's no softer way to say that those cams are wasted. All they can do is give intel on maybe on who repels, maybe towards the side of Yellow Stairs window, really. I don't think those cams can actually give any intel onto the side of the double window. That's going to give the side of KL11 a lot more room to work with. Skullex with the track singers, of course, going to be holding down the Yellow Stairs, deploying them, bot, trying to find those Valkyrie cameras. He's going to find them. I think he's out of range of those Val cameras. He's going to instead see some defensive measures inside a site. He's looking at the trees, but what he needs to look at is the ground. That's where the Val cams dropped. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about those. But still, you know, it is a little hilarious to see both cams go the same way. Anyway, was that a breachers or was that a C4? I'm not entirely certain what happened right there. Oh yeah, that was definitely a C4 from the Valkyrie right there. They're trying to find somebody on their way up, but he's going to go down instead. Doctor is going to go down. Skullex is going to take that kill. leaving the side of the defense at a little bit of a disadvantage as Yellow Stairs is going to be pushed. Zofia from the bathroom window, one from below as a grenade comes in, but they've heard the grenade pin being pulled, and the smoke is going to go all the way down to the bottom of Yellow Stairs. Another grenade comes out, but Traction Bomb is safe, so is Sandy's the Wamai. Sandy's made the rotate back into his bathroom, mind you, as an angle is being watched by the smoke from below. A smart angle right there that he's using, but the shots being fired are giving away his position, at least alerting the attackers that rappelling directly in front of the window may not be a great idea. Skullix has taken a bit of damage from that, mind you. Just gotta be careful of any type of plays that he makes happen. Meanwhile, there goes the smoke all the way on the first floor. He tried to make some plays happen as the push up from Yellow Stairs is in, but no, the Wamai is going to get that kill. Unfortunately, for the side of the attack, as Sandys takes one, will he find another? He finds the down onto Messiah. There's the Thermite to help him out. He's going to come in. He's going to swing wide probably as the Jaeger finds one more. The Wamai comes in. He's going to find two. No, he's not. He's going to be down for his trouble. The refrag is in as the side of KL11 has been pushed up against the wall. It's a 2 versus 2 right now. And all that's left on the side of the attack are a Zofia and a Thermite with the diffuser. Not on Yellow Stairs anymore. The marks come in as they are rotating towards the side of Visa. Unfortunately, the Visa default cam gave their positions away. Mischief taking care of the barbed wire. Going to make clear the push up towards side, but there's less than 10 seconds remaining. They've got to get in. They've got to get these kills because right now the plant seems like a little bit of a far-fetched opportunity. But no, one goes down. Will they go down? Yes, they will. The double kill from the Zofia comes in late, very, very late in the round, but it saves them from what otherwise could have been catastrophe. Mischief popping one head and finding the other is going to give the side of K11 their long-awaited victory, as they are going to be your victors here on Consulate, ladies and gentlemen, and shutting down the side of Sync Ignite before they could make a comeback a reality. KL11 are your winners here, and they have taken Consulate 7-4. Well, that's been the end of a very, very exciting fourth day of play for the side of Division 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Division 3 wraps up for Week 2. We'll be back tomorrow with Division 2. But before we go, let's have a quick overview of what happened tonight on Cafe. The first match of the day, we had Nat taking on Sangfried Esports. And Nat eventually won that 7-5. It was a close game. Sangfried tried to pull it back. Unfortunately for them, Nat was just too good right towards the end. On the second match, Villa, that is, Knaves Gaming took on Team L2K. L2K, once again, a close game, almost lost the plot, but they managed to win 7-5. Third game of the day, second stream, is what began the match with Statics Gaming taking on Saw. Saw won that 7-1. Statics, yeah, they've looked better. While the side of KL11 versus Ink Ignite, of course, the match just ended, and KL11 wins 7-4. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everybody who tuned in today, as we are going to be saying good night for now, ending the streams here, and we'll be coming back with Division 2 tomorrow. A huge set of games coming up to our screens, ladies and gentlemen, and Division 2 will be very exciting indeed. We'll see you there. Stay tuned, and good night.
Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S that is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.